Welcome everyone to another. Am I muted? Hopefully I'm not. Welcome everyone to another episode of Wong Chat, where I talk with my friends and guests from different industry. We hang out a bit, just catching up, especially in these difficult times. It's good to talk with our friends. Sometimes I lie or I joke that like, oh, maybe this is not even a show. It's not even a recorded at all. It's just me wanting to find excuse to talk with friends, especially being an extreme extrovert. I'm like dying at home. But today I do have a good old friend. From I don't know how many years have I know her. We have to talk about this. But yeah, she's a cosplayer. She's a streamer. I think she's actually like Gundams as well too. So all kind of things. Anyway, we have Meg Turney on the show today, and she's amazing. She's fun. So I'm gonna bring her on the show. Hello, Meg.
Yay!
Yay!
Hi! Hello!
Hello. Today actually went a little bit smoother than yesterday. Yesterday was even worse. I was talking to, who was I talking to yesterday? Alana. And then for like the first like 2 minutes we were talking, and then we realized like she was muted. There was a lot of technical difficulty.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it's okay. It's better today. And
We're
I mean,
good.
she work at Funhouse right now. But even for
Yeah.
her, she's saying there's a lot of stuff that she have to deal with when she's working, like still doing the show and stuff like that with them. And then like it'll take her like what 3 hours to record like a half an hour to no, I mean like it's a 3 hour process for like a half an hour show because they have to spend like a whole extra hour just to get ready, get everything lined up.
That sounds shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't envy that at all.
Not at all. So it's a complete mess. But I mean, this took me a while too, figuring out, making sure everything's working, and now it's a little bit smoother. But I just have a very, very old computer, so I'm in the process of getting a better one.
I feel that. I've been a Twitch partner at least, or a streamer, a hobby streamer for coming up on 4 years now, and I still have problems all the time. Like literally named my Twitch chat the dumpster fire because of it.
Don't know why it's a constant thing. Did you ever actually get the figure? Did you ever?
No, I didn't get it. I want to get it. The little like cutesy dumpster fire from Comic-Con. Yeah, it's so cute.
So when I first know about it, I know it like a week before Comic-Con because my friend sent it to me, and I thought it's like some random stuff that a friend of mine find that they just really wanted. So like, okay, I'll pick it up whenever. No, they made a limit like 50 or 100 of them.
Yeah, it was crazy limited.
And everybody wanted it.
Everybody wanted it. And actually, when we designed the dumpster fire that's actually in the chat that I'm a cat, shut up, posted in the chat, that's my dumpster fire. It was so hard to make it like different than the other, like the cutesy. It was like, how do you make a dumpster fire cute, but not the exact other dumpster fire? It was like very hard.
Yeah, like that's a very common cute look with the kawaii eyes.
Yeah, the little eyes. And we made it like, it's a little hard to see in the tiny version, but it's like glitched out a little bit. Yeah, it's really cute.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, if you mouse over it, you can see it big.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, they like especially on the tail. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So, I saw your post earlier too. You were like trash fires. Like this must be her dumpster fire.
Trash flames. Yeah, the trash flames.
Trash flames. Yeah. No. Like so. Anyway, by the way, your background is amazing.
Thank you. It's actually a little bit messy right now, but we're doing good. Smee's just barely out of frame. Come on, buddy. Wait, come on. Oh, there we go. There you go. See, oh, did I put him in? I'm waiting for it to update. There we go. He's a little bit in frame now. Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
How many cats do you have again?
I have 3 cats.
Smee, Columbo.
And Ziggy.
Ziggy. That's the one I forget.
Yeah. She's the new one. She's the new baby.
Are you gonna get more?
I want a 4th one so bad. And quarantine has like made us want another cat so much more. But honestly, like Ziggy is kind of like my familiar. She like sleeps with me. If I'm not streaming, this is the only room where she's always behind me. She's like my shadow. And I feel like if I brought another cat, like how could I have another shadow? I already have a shadow. So I don't know. I really want one though.
I feel like it's a constant thing saying, hey, Gav, what if we just have another cat? I mean, just what if?
Well, we originally got Ziggy because Columbo. We thought she'd need a friend. She could have a friend. And then they hate each other. So now I'm like, okay, but we could try one more time to just get them both friends.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cats are finicky.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Yeah. Like my housemate have 2 cats, and that's fun. Because again, it's not my cat, so I don't have to take care of any of the problem. But I get to enjoy, hanging out with the cat for any reason. So it's great.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the litter box or any of that.
No, not at all. And and if they get sick, unfortunately, sometimes cats do that, and I don't have to deal with it. I'm like, cool, that's good luck.
Yeah, you get all the good without any of the bad. For sure.
So I'm but also like I get to play with them and use them for photos, and I do that sometimes.
The black fluffy one is so cute. I was looking
I'm
at
so annoyed
the other day.
Like, those photos do better than my hold on, let me mute that TV.
Oh, I've become unmuted somewhere.
Oh no, it's just me muting the background.
Oh, the background. Okay.
Because I just put it on TV. But no, like yeah, I use them for photos sometimes, and unfortunately, those do so well. Like
it's always the ones that you're like, damn it. Like we've talked about this 100 times when it comes to like sexy cosplay versus regular cosplay. You put like 1,000 hours into a build and it'll get like 100 likes. And then you're like, well, this is a bra I've had for 4 years and a wig. And everyone's like,
let's trash all the likes. Let's give it all the likes. Yeah, let's take likes everywhere. You get a like.
And then they're like, yeah, exactly. And then people are like, oh my god, Julie does trash with wigs. And it's like, it gets all the fucking likes, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do?
It's like, you guys voted this. Like, you guys made this happen.
You did this. You made this happen.
I actually talked to Alana about this yesterday too, about like what it's like in the cosplay world. And it's like, it's tricky. It's messy.
Yeah, it's messy. It's tricky. I feel like it's weird now. I feel like there's less strife and discord than there was before, but there's always something. There's always people who wish it was one way or the other, and the audience says they want it one way, but they actually do the other things, and
the
whole thing.
And I mean, that's the same thing with my photos too. Like I'm going through all my photos from like since 2016. So I'm going through the photos, and some of them are great, some of them are amazing. But then I also did a shoot. I did a field shoot with different suicide girls, of course. And then I posted one of them, and then of course it's more, more skin showing, and that one do like crazy well compared to the other ones. I'm like, yep, come on, man, the other ones are great too.
People like titties.
I know. I don't blame them, but at the same time, it's like, can you like the other stuff as well? You can like both, right?
Yep.
For my Twitter right now, it's a mess. Like, the most engaging post until a few days ago was were my photos of me in schoolgirl outfit for the April Fools.
Yeah, for BreadCon.
Yeah, and that did really well. And then I'm like, God dang it. But it got dethroned by another one. And it's worse. It's me spilling milkshake over my table.
Oh, I saw that. That
is my most engaging post of the month so far, and it's gonna be like this for the whole month for sure. Like,
I feel like what I'm hearing you say is you need an OnlyFans that's you dressed as a schoolgirl covered in milkshake.
I'm not saying no to that idea.
Exactly. Keep that in your back pocket.
So like I am trying to get another 360 camera. There's gonna be a new one. There's a new one right now. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's waterproof. So
Ooh.
Like, what if I dunk it in milk? I wonder, would that work?
That would be really interesting.
Perspective of
Gavin
audio.
has a camera that's like I don't know what the word for it is, but it's like a scope, and he like dunks it in liquids. It's really cool. It's like a lens that's like, it's like a swirly, snaky thing. And it's really fun to dip in liquid.
Has he tried the very long, zoomy, long lens one, the very skinny one?
That's what it is. It's like it's like flexible, I think.
But yours is like the silver looking one, right? The one that's kind of flex?
I don't think it's silver. I think it's black.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I don't know. I'll send you a photo.
Yeah.
But he did a video where it was like into swirling liquid. It was really cool.
Okay. Yeah. Like I feel like I would destroy a camera if I don't know. That's what I wanted to do. Maybe be like, hey, cameras company, just give me a camera and I'll do the craziest, dumbest, stupid thing. And hopefully they're like, okay, cool. And then we'll send you another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that'd be
Uh,
cool.
I mean, that's what some phone company does. Apparently, they would give it to content creator and say, "All right, go crazy and see what you can
Yeah.
do." And
Yeah,
sometimes
for
they would.
sure.
I mean, even like what we learned from YouTube is that the whole would it blend that already did much better than
Yep.
a lots of other
And
channels in the beginning.
back in the day, a YouTuber called Richard Ryan used to do videos whenever Apple would release a new phone or whatever. He would like blow it up in really extravagant,
Mm.
crazy ways. Yeah, it's been around for forever, just destroying stuff and saying how cool you can make the destruction for sure.
I mean, that's the same. I mean, it's the same thing with people who, where we talk about like boobs and like sexy photos. Like, come on, we can look at this phone and this amazingness. Nah, let's blow it up.
No, blow it up. Martin, you're
Blow
missing
it
out
up.
on a raid.
I know, I see that. Thank you so much for the raid. It's brought in lots of people, lots of follow. I forgot to say this in the beginning of the stream again, like, cause I kind of just ad-libs it every single time when I do intro parts. Normally, I would tell people it's like, "Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Watch it on twitch.tv/MartyOnePhoto," and tell people about YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all this good stuff. But I just woke up, so it's a little bit messy.
We said this before the stream started, but I'm just so glad you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You never sleep.
So my sleep schedule actually is worse now compared to before. Because before I still go to a conventions or shoot or something at least like once every other week, like twice a month, kind of like that. So at least that would kind of regulate my schedule a little bit. Well, regulate as in like there is a pattern.
Right, there's some sort of discernible pattern.
Yeah, but now it's worse because it might still be a pattern, but instead of like kind of the same every day, it might be same kind of per week. So it will be like first day's normal, and then second day I wake up late. Third days I don't sleep at all. So like last week where I did not sleep for 30 hours, and then
So
I'm like,
bad.
I am tired. So like, okay, I guess. And then I slept 5 hours the next day, which is like, okay. I was like, I'm back to normal because I fixed the schedule now. Great. And then the next day I crash. So I slept for 14 hours.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It makes me so worried for you. I feel like you're always posting like,
I
I
think
haven't
it's bad for
slept
my
and it's 40. It's so bad for you. I get extra
Yeah.
nervous when you owe me photos and you're posting that stuff. I'm like, Martin, please. Martin, please, you owe me photos.
Don't die.
No,
I need them.
Don't you die. My photos? Okay, go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my
Now
God, no.
I'd say that all the time as a joke to my people that I hire as well, because I hire like influencer, content creator, cosplayer events, and then like I'm very protective to making sure they're okay during the con, and then like please don't die, and then once the show is over, it's like go ahead, feel free, you're not my
You have
problem
my
anymore.
permission to die.
Pretty much, like yep, you do you, girl, like do whatever you want, and,
Oh my gosh.
if
You're
you
nuts
die,
with that. I just can't hang anymore. Like I get like one night of shit sleep and I'm like, not doing anything today. Not doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm taking a nap. Like, ugh.
I'm actually more tired now because of the quarantine.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I feel like my sleep schedule's been a lot shittier. And also it sucks because Gavin is still recording here in the house. So like he has to do everything from home. So if I have a shit night of sleep, I can't get my 1 p.m. nap in because screaming bloody murder. Like it's just everywhere. So there's no escape.
I'm scared of napping. Nap is like it's a hit or miss.
Oh my
Like,
God.
You just sleep for like an hour and then feel energized or something like that, or you like accidentally sleep for like 3 hours and then you wake up feeling like the worst time of your life.
I feel like it's like 1 in a million that I feel worse when I take a nap. I always feel better. I always wake up and I'm like, delicious. No matter how short or long the nap is.
That's a superpower.
It's a talent.
I'm jealous.
You know what? I'm not even gonna shy away from it. It's a talent, and I'm proud of it for sure.
Like my only talent when it comes to sleeping is the not sleeping, or I could fall asleep on plane almost any time I need.
You fall asleep so fast though. Like there's so many shoots we've done places where you like I'm thinking for the like in particular one I'm thinking of the 2 that we did in San Francisco. Both times you would like come over to do shoots and you just get out and then I'll be like, Martin, I'm done, and you're like ready Like,
Let's
let's
do
go.
it. The cameras come out of nowhere. Yeah, I remember that too because I forgot I must have not slept or something. Oh no, I just came from work or something.
Yeah, you were doing work, so you were like working really early so that we could shoot
Mm-hmm.
all like afternoon.
Yep. So I
It was so
came to the
crazy.
house and then I just got in the house and sit on the couch like, cool. And just completely gone. And then once I'm ready, it's like, oh, this is a camera. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
boom, I'm ready.
Yeah. That was like when I was working like 20 hours a day.
You were
Not
working
more.
so much. Yeah, it was really nutty.
That's crazy. But you got to visit my work and then you got to play DDR and you totally complete trash. Like, you know what? I thought you were okay, you know? I was like, nah, like, you know, and you know, just not like because you're a girl or whatever. I'm just like, there's no way like someone randomly could be that good at DDR. I'm not great at all, but I'm still have a lot of practice because of work.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, your work was so cool. I was like so blown away, and we got to play DDR, and I had some delicious soup. It was really, really fun. That was a
Like,
great day.
like I only go to work because of the food. back
Yeah, it
then.
was really good. I mean,
They're
like, not that I got.
so.
Have you ever been to the Twitch office in San Francisco?
I have been, but I haven't eaten there.
Oh my god, the food is so good. It's like
They didn't treat me
incredible.
food. Now I feel robbed.
Yeah, you should feel robbed because when I went,
God
we had
dang.
lunch there. Oh my gosh, I was like, I would be 100 pounds heavier if I worked here. It was really good.
I need to go back. So it's like, hey, I need to set up a meeting around noon.
Yeah, just
know.
like a little lunch meeting, but we can stay in the office. No big deal.
I went to Riot recently, and they have a nice buffet as well too.
I've never eaten at Ryan. I've been there, but
Next time
I've
come
never
over, set up a meeting. You
eaten
know.
there. I know, but Riot's crazy because it's like I don't know now. My
Mhm.
information is very old, but about 7 years ago, I dated a guy who was an artist at Riot, and we went one night. He forgot something at his job, so at the office. So we went. It was like Friday night at like 10 p.m.
Mhm.
And he went to go get the thing off of his desk, and there were like still 100 people there, and they were like, "Hey, we're
Yeah.
playing games. Want to come hang out?" And I was like, "Go home, have a life
Yeah.
outside of Riot." And they don't. They
And
just did not.
exactly. Like I think it's still a very cult-like culture,
Yeah,
good or
it was
bad.
very culty. It was like, "Do you play League?
Yeah.
Do you want to play League? Do you want to play League?" And I was like, "Never played League in my life. Like,
And
no,
then
I'm good."
And if they're not at the office, they would actually go to some bars all together. So there's some
Yes.
bars in Santa Monica. I know it's just all rioters. Like I don't know that many, but I just know that happens.
Dude, if
Yeah.
you're on Sawtell over,
Yep.
you know Sawtell,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
all there. They're all there. It's
Yep.
all
Getting
rioters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was like, "Hey, you want to go to Disneyland?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then it was like a group of rioters. It was just like all the time.
I feel like you have to be like that too in order to work for Riot. I don't know. Like you have to like.
Yeah,
love
well,
it
that was
so
what they
much.
said. They said that they required like even their bankers and like accountants to like, have you played League? Like that was like factored in to them being the accountant for the company.
Jesus.
I get it on a level
I-
because it's like you want to understand what your company does,
True.
but like
Uh-huh.
have a fucking life outside your company, man.
And I wonder how it is like now that they're not at the office. And they're,
Yeah,
like,
I wonder what it.
releasing
Yeah,
a bunch
what
of
they're
games.
like. Yeah, I'm sure
Uh-huh.
they're doing lots of Zoom calls, lots of
Mhm.
games.
They're finally doing Riot games, like more than one game.
Oh yeah. Because they have what's coming out?
Valorant. That's
Yeah,
a big one right
Valorant.
now. They have some
Yeah.
other like fighting games as well. But yeah, no, I mean you play FPS, right? I don't know.
I play. Well, FPS
No,
is
I
not my bread and butter. I have played FPS before, but it's really not my thing. But Valorant is one that everybody was so excited about, and
It's
I'm just
hype.
still excited about Dead by Daylight. That's just me. That game's so old, but I'm just like obsessed with it right now.
I have
so.
a friend that's playing it, and then I was like, every time I see her play, it's like, I remember her, Meg Turney.
Yeah, Meg Turney hasn't shut up about this game in 5 fucking years. So
Always. Like even before you were doing anything, or like even if they were before they contacted you and everything's like, I love this game. Like guys, please love this game.
yes. Oh my god. PAX East. It was like the best day of my life when this guy who was there was like my liaison for the company I was there for was like, "Hey, do you want me to introduce you to the Dead by Daylight people?" And I was just like,
Yes,
"Hi,
please.
so nice to meet you."
That's good, man. Like having a game that you really enjoy is like it's so hard to find these days.
It is. And honestly, like I've gone from Dead by Daylight. I went to PUBG and then back to Dead by Daylight. I find like for me now, when I get into a game, I get like really into it, or I don't play it at all. Like I very rarely casually play games anymore.
Mm. Kind of like a all or nothing kind of situation, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And the chat is totally rightfully pointing out that I had to be like convinced to try Dead by Daylight for the first time. Same with PUBG. Both times I had to be like talked into it, and then I was like obsessed.
I can't do PUBG or like any battle royale. It just pisses me off, you know.
Oh my god, PUBG is so good. I was so into PUBG, and I fell off because I felt like everyone else fell off.
It's
Like,
Fortnite after that.
yeah, I never played I've played for literally one round of Fortnite, and it was for a Playboy show that was like PUBG versus Fortnite. Yeah, I didn't like how cartoony Fortnite was, but PUBG was
that's
great.
what the kids like.
Yeah, exactly. I also really like that PUBG is like, you could be in third person, and I love I love that about PUBG as opposed to being first person.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play Valorant too much because like I get dizzy. Like Overwatch, I'm still okay. Like people are asking like how is it? I mean it's not bad. You use a combination of like CS:GO with some like Overwatch, so you can use ability kind of stuff. But I don't know. I get dizzy if I'm playing it. So I'm like,
yeah, I can't. I've never really been into CS:GO in particular. Just not really good. I'm not good with and like Siege. I think has the same thing where the maps are so small. You're like, there's no like PUBG. You've got time to think about what you're doing, and like as the map's coming in, you're like, I'm gonna be here, and there's a lot of strategy. I feel like Siege is like you need to know that wall is destructible, and we're running and gunning, and it's like go go go. And I feel Overwatch is the same way, and I'm just not very good at those games.
Yeah.
I feel like I get left behind really quickly.
I feel like a dead weight.
Yeah, exactly. And Siege, there's like 5 of you on a team, so it's like a fifth of our team, 20% of our team is shit, and it's me. Like,
he's like, I want to contribute, I want to help, but like, no, I guess I'm not helping.
I get so like anxious that I just start killing my teammates on accident, and I feel like
there's like friendly fire.
In Siege, there definitely is. I shotgunned my teammate in the face the last time I played, and it was not great.
Oh yeah, no, I think I might actually be better at shooting in real life than I would be in a video game.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But I mean, I don't have that much experience with guns though. Like a little bit range, but not like Alex who like crazy with guns and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just I still play League a lot. I'm not sure what my next game's gonna be like, but that's all I play. And I don't just play League. I only play like one champion in that game.
That's it. That's my one.
It's horrible. Yeah, like I have like millions of points on that one character, and then people think I'm really good, like in the game because they can see how many points you have on that characters, and they think I'm really good at
because
Jinx.
You have it across like all characters, but it's just that one champion.
Yep, it's just one champ. Yeah, it's like when you play like like D&D or anything where you like put all the stats in one thing. It's like, oh my god, this guy's something very high level. Look at his strength, but then he's like very slow, no defense, and like can barely even walk. So
I feel that way. I feel that way about Dead by Daylight as well, where like I like level up on a one killer or level up on one survivor, and then I try to play a different one, and I'm getting matched with people who are all leveled like across the board on everything, and I'm like really bad. Like I don't even know my killer's ability or anything. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite killer is the new one, the Deathslinger. He's so good. He has like a harpoon gun. Okay. Where he's like a cowboy looking thing, and he shoots people, and he can like reel them in and hit them.
I think it's cool because like it tied to a lot of movies and stories that we know.
Yeah, they have a lot of like IPs from like they have Freddy, they have the Shape Michael Myers. Yeah, that stuff's really, really cool.
Maybe they'll come up with a second one. I don't know.
I think they're just gonna try and keep building on.
The problem is that it's hard to build up hype for a game that's been out.
It's exactly right. I feel like it's exactly what PUBG is going through right now as well. They brought on like a new I don't even know what his title is, but like basically like a new guy to like infuse excitement into the game. But I will say that I felt the same way about that for Siege. I felt like Siege fell off right after it came out. Everyone was really hyped. then it kind of fell off, and then it came just roaring back. You have, full esports leagues that are based off of it, and it's more popular now than I feel like ever. So
I think it really depends on like if there is tournament. I think that's what's gonna hype it up again.
That's the thing that I think really holds Dead by Daylight back, is it's incredibly difficult to make an esport. It would be I have my ideas on how I would do it, but I think they haven't really taken advantage of it in like a competitive nature or in a competitive way, and I think that's what holds it back from real mainstream popularity.
And I think it's fun to watch too, compared to a lot of other I guess esport games. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's more dynamic to it, but maybe there's also a balancing issue though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think Siege in particular, I'm not good at playing Siege at all, but I absolutely love to watch it. Like as an esport, Siege pretty much has everything you want in an esport. It's like it has different elements, whether they're on attack or defense. It's incredibly explosive action. You can see like you see the matchups coming up. It's probably one of my favorite things about PUBG as well as an esport, is being able to see like the god view, and you see like groups coming in and you're like, oh god, they don't know that they're there and it's gonna be, you get so hyped. I feel like Siege has that like just in spades. It's like really really cool to watch.
It's like you can see the tension like building up. It's kind of like a movie where it's like the plot is going higher and higher, and then like it's like
and it's gonna kick off, and it's gonna kick off over and over and over again. It's really cool, and also I think Siege is cool because there's so many tiny, like it's easy to understand but so difficult to master. There's so many things about Siege where it's like they're gonna put a bullet hole in this wall over here, and then someone could potentially get shot through that bullet hole 5 minutes later. Like I just love that stuff. So I think that's why it's so popular.
I actually have not watched it yet, or I'm not even familiar with the game, so I might.
I highly recommend watching competitive Siege. It's really fun.
You should watch it like as a stream thing sometimes.
I did stream actually for they had like the R6 Invitational this year. And I streamed my friend Fuya's like her little celebrity match that she was in, and I think I streamed the final of one of the other matches as well. But yeah, it's really fun. I'd love to shoutcast it, but I can shoutcast PUBG really well because I played PUBG for so long. But Siege, I don't. Yeah, I do not have the knowledge that you need to, like, I'm just like, oh no, ah! Like, I'm just excited. Like, I can't be like, oh man, he's coming out with this, you know what I mean? Like, I just get excited.
I had a shoutcast, well, not shoutcast, she was an analyst, she did hosting, she did a little bit of shoutcast, I guess, for like, as esports, in esport world, but yeah, there's so much to it too, because like sometimes you have to do with the data and analytical, and then like, oh yeah, they're using this one move that they have done like few months ago in this one specific tournament, and it's like,
yeah,
there's so much homework.
It's really fun. It's so much homework. It's a lot of behind the scenes, like people gathering stats for you and throwing them to you. I've gotten to shoutcast PUBG just a couple of times, but both times it's been so much fun, and it's really exciting. I love games that you get to be hype about. Like, and that's one of the things I love about Siege, is it has such a great shoutcasting community around it. So they're excited, they're interesting to listen to, and you're learning at the same time. So I love that.
Weirdly, I feel like esports, not size-wise, but like important-wise, is bigger in Europe than it is in America. Like,
I don't know if it's like bigger, like the competitive scene is bigger, but it's
I feel like
interesting.
People are more interested in it. I've been to a few gaming con in Europe, and people are very like into it and obsessed with it. Maybe because people are so spread apart and they're all in different culture and different languages, but then this is kind of unite them together, so they're very in it.
Yeah, it has like a nationalistic sort of spin, doesn't it? Like it's like, oh my god, this team from Brazil, and everyone's like, goes in their minds because it's like their country.
I watched that for Street Fighter too. Like Capcom, they have their Capcom Cup.
Yeah.
Oh man, like I didn't care too much for Street Fighter, but I was invited for one of the finals, one of the years in San Francisco. And of course, they also, as you said, like represent from different country. I don't even care about the game. I was like, USA.
Yeah, right? You're like, yeah! Fighting in community is like its own amazing thing.
Oh,
Sonic Fox is like my favorite human being. I love him to pieces. And I feel like no other competitive, well, maybe not, but any other competitive league of gay furry just dominating everything. Like for it to be the fighting game community that he does is like the fucking best. Like I get so thrilled whenever I see that and how much they accept him, and I love it. I just love it so much.
I still haven't been to what's that show in Vegas?
Oh god damn it, that we did the Street Fighter set for like 3 years ago. It's oh god, we're both gonna look like such idiots.
I know, it's like you guys are nerd. Like, excuse me.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I literally did that whole
game. How do we not
for it? What's in the chat? Evo, thank you.
Evo, Neon. Yes.
God, we're such morons.
We
literally did those photos for Evo.
Usually it goes in what, April or May? When
no, Evo's in August.
Is it August?
Yeah, it was in.
I always thought it's
like July, August.
Yeah, like, but that's not happening this year.
Fakes. We're total fakes.
Dude, Dragon Con still think they're going.
No, I think what happens a lot right now is you're going to see a lot of companies say like, hey, we're definitely going to be, we're looking forward to putting on a show in September or whatever. And it's probably because they have a contract that says they need to put like,
I read that too.
They need to like, yeah, I was like, Danny O'Dwyer was posting about it. And I totally agree with him that it's probably a lot of conventions that are supposed to continue on as if, and they have to wait until they can cancel.
Yep. Until the city or the states or whatever said like, oh, we're in the states that we cannot do this anymore. Then like, okay, cool. And now then they can get their money back because the state canceled it. I
it's like versus like quitting versus being fired, right? Like only one gets you a severance. It sucks. It's like really, honestly, I know we don't probably want to talk too much about it, but I don't think we're going to see any conventions or big gatherings until there's a vaccine. Like, I think that's probably what we're looking at, you know? And that's probably not until next year. So I'd assume 2020 is pretty much canceled.
Like, I was talking to some people on my Discord earlier, and because, like, lots of them are photographers, like cosplay photographers. And we're saying, like, you know, if you guys still really want to shoot, because, like, they're still doing some gathering in Europe, some reason. But I'm like, well, I guess you can do it where, like, 2 lineups kind of, like, matchmaking kind of thing, like speed dating. Where it's like all the cosplayer on one side and 6 feet apart, and all the photographers one side.
Nice
6 feet apart, long enough, and then we'll just like switch one, like, you know, like every 5 minutes. Yes. Yeah,
it'll be interesting. I actually have I'm like chomping at the bit to do my May the 4th stuff, and you can't do it yet.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even with one photographer, like trying to meet up with one person, you still think of all the implications of like, how many people have I been in contact with? How many people has he been in contact with? Like, even if we try not to be close to each other, there's no like, I can't wear a mask the whole shoot. I was dumb. I did my Akali 2 months ago. Should have done it now. It would have been perfect. But yeah, but like, you know, you got to be close.
The problem is some people are asymptomatic.
Yeah, that's right. And they have no clue.
Yeah.
And if you're the asymptomatic carrier are not wearing a mask, you're putting people at a much higher risk.
I feel like I said it multiple times too. Like, I think I have gotten it, but already got rid of it.
Yeah, like, it'll be interesting. I think it'll be so interesting when they have the antibody testing where you can find out if you've had it.
I want to test that. Yes.
I want it so bad. I was telling my stream, they were making fun of me because I'm so, like, everyone's so worried, obviously, about getting it. But there was, like, one day, like, 3 or 4 weeks ago where I was just tired all day. And I was like, this is it. I did it. It's got me. And then the next day I was fine. I was like, was that it? Or was it just
my throat was like itchy and like kind of warm for like 2 days, but that was about it.
Yeah,
and you know me, I rarely get sick, so that's the sickest I have gotten. So I'm like, and I don't sleep already, and I go to cons all the time, and my immunity is already like through the roof. Like, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that was the worst that kind of happened. So maybe that was it. I don't know.
You hope, right? Like, you hope it comes back that was it for sure. That's definitely the hope.
I would be such, not an asshole, but if I find out that I do have the body or whatever.
The antibodies? Yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm just strolling around town. I'm like, hello, guys.
Well, that's what they're saying, right? Is they want to be able to, like, test people so that if you've had it, you can, like, go back to work, or you can go back into society. But then are people getting it again, or like are you able to get it again? Nobody fucking knows.
And are you gonna get someone else even though you don't get it?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
because at that point, it actually is similar to a zombie situation where the main hero characters they don't get any problem. Like in Resident Evil, like the girl would not have any problem if she get bitten.
Right, because you're immune. Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I do want to know though.
Interesting. I do. I want to know as well. I think everybody obviously wants to know, but I think it'll be really interesting because then you'll be like if you haven't had it, you're like, son of a bitch, what was that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like everything will be a question.
And then like, would you be like, can I just get it a little bit so then I can not get it?
Turns out that's what a vaccine is, in fact. Yeah, like
yep.
I definitely, everything that happens, like I sneeze and I'm like, it's the Rona. It got me. This is it. Every time.
I also heard like some blood type could be. I mean, there's not enough correlation.
Yeah, there's
causation.
No, like, data.
There's correlation, but not enough causation to know like if blood type actually affects it. But I think some blood type's supposed to be less people getting it.
I fucking hope not, man. And then they're saying if you have antibodies, like potentially donating your blood could help other people. But I actually like I'm a terrible blood donor, so that would be like the worst. If I had to donate blood, I would just that would suck.
See, I'm worried if in a good scenario, it's actually pretty good. I worry if like my blood for some reason have some antibody or something that make me special in a way, like that's why I have high immune system or something. Then they'll just non-stop talking to me.
Yeah, so I have a rare blood type. I'm A negative, and it's like a rarer blood type. And so I get hit up all the time for blood donations, and but it makes me incredibly ill. Like the last time I donated blood, they were like, do not come back here. Like we don't, you're more of a hassle than your blood is worth. Like stop. You can't come back. And now they don't text me anymore. So that's at least nice.
It's like donating money and they're like, your money is no good here.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here. We don't want you.
That's so strange. No, like I have donated money to charity before, and then ever since that, they have non-stop like messaging me, sending me letters. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it, but like, come on.
The worst is when you donate to any political campaign, and then every political campaign, please, and you're like, oh, fuck off. Like, God damn it.
Here again, asking you for.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for whoever doesn't fucking call me all the time. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's like, I'll pay you $10 to stop calling me.
Definitely.
Put them on the do not call list.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of like candidates, it's gonna be tricky because like voting. Is America allow mail-in voting all countrywide, or is it?
So it's actually states differ on their voting laws. Texas in particular is facing a lot of heat right now because some fucking idiot, high in the bullshit said that basically like a fear of contracting coronavirus was not a legitimate reason to request a mail-in ballot. Like you have to have a reason. You have to have a reason to request.
It's not a good enough reason.
And then he was like, "Well, I'm taking it back," but it's like, you should get to vote fucking regardless. Like, that turns out that's my right. So it's just a shit show right now. And I hope that mail-in voting does happen because we should be able to do that. We should be able to have a path to not gather. And actually right now they're finding out that people who voted in late primary elections, that outbreaks of coronavirus are happening for people who were at the polls. And it's like, well, it turns out they shouldn't have been at the fucking polls. Should have fucking delayed shit. So
it's like the church situation. The church are like, yeah, we're fine. We can open for business. And also again, they call themselves essential business. They're like, yep, let's open for business so then we can, not get in problem or whatever. And then people dying from it. And they're like, oh, why is that happening?
Literally like a preacher who was like, I'm gonna keep doing church. I'm gonna keep holding services until I go to jail or die. Then he died.
And then he died from coronavirus.
Turns out.
How about that?
Yeah, that's what fucking happens. Like, it's the thing that gets me about this whole thing where people like have their dumbass protests where they're like, I want to go back to work. I understand wanting to work, but the people who are like, I want my hair cut. I want to get my nails done. And it's like, it turns out it's not even about you. Like, if you only killed yourself because you're being a fucking idiot, that would be one thing, but you're endangering potentially hundreds of other people that you come into contact with that you have no idea. Like, that's not your right.
I saw a diagram yesterday, and it's 3 different things, and you could be all 3, but people have to make it like you have to be one or the other. Like, you could be fear of the virus. You could be also don't want government to have like over controlling power, and also you also can concern about economy. You can be all 3, like me. You know, I see a lot of the economic issue could be because I'm a more of an economist, but like people feel like, oh no, you must stay home. I don't care about economy because people are dying, but but you still have to concern all part. Like everything is a big giant circle, you know?
Yeah, the thing is it's not black and white, right? It's not just everyone has to stay home, shut the fuck up about it. You can definitely be concerned. And if the government was doing a better job of taking care of people who couldn't work, then, you know, maybe we would all be a little bit more understanding of staying home all the time. I totally get that. But the answer is not, well, some people are just going to have to die then. You know, that's not the answer. The answer should be we demand more of our leaders to take better care of us in these unprecedented times. It shouldn't
Who's
be
that guy in Shrek? Farquaad?
Yeah, Farquaad.
Yeah, it's
Lord
like
Farquaad.
it's like your life
Some
is like
of you will die, and that's a risk I'm willing to take. Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly. It's just like the thing that gets me too is where people say things like, "Oh, well, you know, swimming pools kill this many people," and you know, whatever.
Closing swimming pool,
like,
but that's your own fault. You know, that's not killing other people.
Swimming pool they're like the numbers they put out are fucking ridiculous, not remotely true. But B, are swimming pools contagious? I don't fucking think so. Like
they're not coming to your house and going, "Oh, swimming pool! Oh no."
God, Augusta, no.
Yeah.
You're trying to go grocery shopping, getting drowned by a swimming pool. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And I think people are worried about the wrong shit when they're worried about their hair, their nails, or whatever. Like, let's all just chill. And people not taking it seriously enough, right? Like, still congregating on beaches, still going out.
Oh, Florida, like
God, I'm Texas is about to. I literally posted on
Aren't
Facebook.
You guys reopen?
Right? Like,
yeah,
yes,
Texas
we're gonna reopen next week or whatever.
Good luck.
And I was like, this state is about to Leroy Jenkins itself right into a fucking second wave, and I'm not having it. Like, no, thank you.
Dying? How about that? Oh, all right.
I'll be at home.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, it is like it's ironic. Like I brought this up yesterday too. Is that I was supposed to be in Hong Kong last month, and then I decided not to go because China and everything is like, oh, Asia's blowing up. And then 2 weeks in, and then it was like, oh no. Hong Kong got it under control. Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, they got it under control. It's America start blowing up. So if I were to go back, they would be like, no, actually, you have to be quarantined because you're the dangerous one now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
You know what's really nuts to me is we both have a friend. You know Raina Scully, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raina lives in Japan, and I would have thought Japan would have been like ready to squash this shit. They wear masks a lot. Like they're very good at like doing I feel like Japanese people on the whole is a gross generalization, I know, but I feel like on the whole, they're much more concerned with like what is best for all of us and maybe not what's most convenient for me.
Very homogeneous culture, kind of thing, supposedly.
Exactly. And Raina she posted this amazing video about how disappointed she was that the government didn't seem to be taking it very seriously, and they weren't at first, and it just surprised me so much. I was like, Japan, why?
Yeah, like especially they care so much about manner and everything. Like again, even the whole mask thing, they would wear it because they would do it so that other people won't get sick. It's not for them not getting sick, so they always care about
so
others
that they
already.
Don't. Yeah, exactly.
Society,
it's already like other people are more important. Yeah, exactly. And so,
especially like cleaning up like the stadium after like a match or whatever, like all those stuff. Like, oh, good shit.
They do shit to actually help each other. Like,
yeah.
It just blew my mind a little bit. Yeah.
I was actually talking to her the other day too, because I wanted to talk to her on this show as well. But she hasn't got back to me on the specific date. But yeah. But yeah, I was wondering like how she is in Japan. But like, I think Japan right now is okay, right? One country I'm surprised, India.
What are you surprised by?
Is not completely destroyed from it.
Right, they locked down really hard, like 2 weeks, no trains, no nothing.
And you see video and photos and how dense they like populated.
Yeah,
exactly. Like it's even more densely populated than China, as most places.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised they're not. Yeah. So I don't know. Some people saying it's the heat. Maybe.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Fucking everybody has something to say, but ain't
It's a
nobody got
theory.
the data. Like, yeah, nobody has any fucking clue what they're talking about because we can't know what we're talking about yet. There's no data, so
And we can't really test
got a
it that
theory.
easy. I mean, LA is gonna have a heat wave coming in this weekend, I think.
Oh, really?
Up to 90s, I heard. So like, yay, I guess I can go out now. Time
Yeah,
to go
we've
to the beach.
actually I was reading something, it was about a month ago, so who knows how out of date the data is now, but they were saying that Texas potentially would be spared during the summer because of it's not even the heat, it's the humidity. It makes the molecules denser so that they fall to the ground faster. I guess they like are in the air that's like thicker with
heavy.
moisture because it's more it's higher humidity. So it makes the particles fall to the ground faster so they're less contagious. But fucking that's the thing. Take everything. Listen, are you listening? Take everything you're seeing and hearing here with a grain. We're not doctors. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay.
And we keep getting information from not doctors. That's the problem.
Yeah, yes. Start listening to doctors. Stop listening to politicians.
Especially politicians, exactly. I was just about to say that. It's just a bunch of politicians like, yes, use this or that or eat. Or like some of the political like talker, speaker, like have a podcast or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing podcasts right now. Don't listen to us for advice about that.
No fucking clue, dude.
We don't know.
None.
Like, I can tell you, like, Photoshop can cure coronavirus. So use Photoshop. Like,
yeah, exactly. I'll shop it out later. Get the virus.
Yeah, I'll shop it out. Jess said hi in chat earlier.
Yeah, my girl.
But I don't know. I hope this. I mean, does it change your day to day? Like, what is this now, other than conventions and events?
It changes my day to day in that I can't go out and do photos. I can't like make content, far and wide like I would want to. And also travel. I had a ton of travel booked, and obviously now it's all canceled. So I was supposed to be in the UK, I was supposed to be in Japan, and then I was supposed to be in Amsterdam, and all of that's canceled. And so I think that's like the biggest part.
I'm wondering because flights are still operating, so you can still get on flights. But are you still have to sit next to someone like this close for like hours and hours?
I don't think there's enough people flying at this point that you would be next to someone. For most flights, I'm sure for some flights that's not true, but yeah, I think they're still selling 100% capacity. I saw a photo on Twitter that was like a fully packed flight last weekend or something, which was like, it just seems like a nightmare. But the problem with all of the travel I just listed was international travel. The problem is getting in and out of countries right now. Like I can't go to the UK because I'm not a UK citizen, and I can't go to Japan, and I can't.
Even if you are, they're forcing you to quarantine. Like if I'm going back to Hong Kong, I have to self-quarantine for 14 days.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be how long my travel was.
And a lot of places aren't flying. Even if you're a citizen, it's hard to get a flight back to the United States. Like they're not operating. So yeah, it sucks.
Like I know there were people who needed to get out as soon as they heard about the news. So like I need to go now, or else I'll never able to get home.
Yeah, that was actually, we're speaking of Reina, that was one of the things. Reina had work in LA right when it was starting to get bad, and she ended up canceling it because she was worried she wouldn't be able to get back to Japan. Yeah, it was super smart. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not worth that few $100s or whatever the flight is.
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering, like, can you still pick seats like next to someone even though the plane's completely full? Like,
I don't know.
It's like a guy bathroom situation, and that's most guys know this, right? That's the rule. That's like different urinal. You're supposed to stand like if there's like 5 of them, you stand 1, 3, and 5 spots. 1, 3, and 5. It would be really strange. You have 1, and then you go number 2, even
number
though
2,
3, 4, and 5
hey,
open. And now they start installing walls like between stall. Finally,
I saw
like this should always be a thing. It should not because of coronavirus.
Yeah, I saw a thing that was like a concept for what planes could look like that they were reforming plane seats so that the middle seat was facing the opposite direction, and then there was a wall between each of the 3 like plane seats, and I thought that was really interesting, actually.
I'm thinking, would it be weird though?
Oh, it would be so weird because you'd be like almost staring at someone who's going the other direction. Like the other person would be like in your face almost.
V shape, because like, you're gonna face those 2, and it's like, sup.
Hey,
So
yeah, because the walls were like clearish. You would
yeah,
just kind of be like near each other's faces. Well, I was saying we were. Someone posted on Facebook, like Simon or someone posted that
that's
on
not gonna
Facebook.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they have that right now in business class for some planes where they go opposite directions, but your head, like, because they're like the lay down seats, but
Mm-hmm.
then your head is like near each other, and so it's like the awkward, like, hey, like just
Yeah.
gonna recline away from
I,
you. Bye.
yeah, cause like if you're doing like the middle seats all backward, then you'll see the two other people facing forward,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it'd be weird for me to try to sleep. Be like, just gonna go to
Hey, just gonna
sleep
cuddle
now.
on the other
Yeah,
side of this wall.
yeah, and then it'd be weird for people who are like a family. Then they'll be
Yeah,
like,
I saw someone post something that was like flying with kids would be interesting, like trying to fly with your own kid.
"Ooh, yeah, good luck."
Yeah, exactly. Knocking on the window, like, stop it.
At least, oh, actually, you can still kick someone's seat. Never mind. I was like, then you don't have people kick your seats. Like, no. Now
Oh
you have
no.
more legs problem because then you're gonna have like this touchy leg. Sometimes I use.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine that it works well for sure. I just think it's going to be really weird for a while, for probably a long while.
I mean, I hope companies are understanding how this is changing their structure completely.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think
Like,
a lot of companies are just doing the best they can now. I think the thing we're entering in right now into right now that's interesting is people are getting antsy, and it'll
mm-hmm,
just be interesting to see where that goes because I felt like just anecdotally in Austin when the stay-at-home orders first came through, it was like pretty dead out there. Like if you drove anywhere, it was like, wow, there's nobody's crazy. But now you drive and it's like it's regular. Did I miss? We all were good. Like it's
yeah.
just
Is there an
so
announcement?
many more
Same for
people.
LA. There was a lots of people. I was driving on the highway, very safe, but I'm on the highway. It's like there's still traffic. Like how? Why
Yeah.
are you all here?
And it's just people getting antsy, like people not wanting to stay home.
But I'm staying home a lot. I start catching up on show. Like this morning, I watched an anime, but I remember I instantly messaged you after I watch or during watching Tiger King.
Yes, Tiger King. Oh my
Because
god.
you're like one of the people that I know love documentaries,
I love
especially
documentaries.
trash fire documentaries.
Oh my god, yes. I love trash television and documentaries, and it was like the perfect documentary for me. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And
There's a
actually
new
speaking,
episode.
yeah, I didn't watch it. It's like a
Me
reunion
neither.
episode.
Interview kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that exciting. I've been watching Love Island. That's like my new trash show.
What is that?
It's a UK kind of like dating show where they're in like a tropical location and they're in a
Uh huh.
house and they have to like pick each other and like pair off and
Oh, so is
I
this kind of like a
love it.
bachelor
Yeah, it's
kind of
like
show?
the
Is it two
same number
people
of
or?
guys and girls. It's
Okay, okay,
like
okay.
yeah, like 6 guys and 6 girls. I freaking love it.
Okay, okay. But then wait? What's if like two? Oh, so I guess that's the show, right? Like if like two people like one person, then it's like mismatched number of people. Then
Yeah, they bring in like it's basically like they'll bring in like 2 extra girls and then all the guys will pick which girl they want to be paired up with and then 2 people will be left over, 2 girls will be left over and they get sent off and then like 2 extra guys come in and then everyone repairs and then you get to kind of see who and at the end the public votes for who they like the most, which couple they like the most and they win 50,000 pounds. So, I really like it.
that sounds like trash, and it would be amazing. But like,
It's like
man,
amazing trash. The best kind of trash.
like speaking of like those TV, have you heard about that house in Germany? I think it's like a Big Brother TV show.
Okay.
They
Where they
didn't
haven't
know.
told them? Yeah, they haven't told
Yes.
them? Yes, about Corona. I totally have heard that. That they haven't
haven't
told. I
seen
think
it, but
the
I'm like,
UK one they did tell them.
I mean, that's the safest, right? Because they can't get coronavirus if they're all in the same house, you know?
But the crew must be going home or like they must have contact with the crew in some way.
True. I don't know.
I did see that thing. Did you see that the tweet? It was like a month ago at this point, but it was Jared Leto. He was at like some
Oh, yeah. With some meditation or something.
Yeah. And then he came back and was like, "What the fuck?" I love
I mean,
that.
I don't want to, but like, I want to try to see if I can experience that. How shocked that would be.
Yeah,
you're
the
gone for a
the
few
culture
days.
shock. Yeah.
Mhm. And then everything's like, yeah, we're in a lockdown. It's like, what do you mean we're in a lockdown? It's like, yeah. And there's like a common sense that, yeah, you're supposed to stay at home. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, what happened? I was gone just for a few days. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah, the
imagine you
world can
went,
change.
yeah, you went to grocery for like a few hours. You come back, your home is on fire, and then everyone's at home. It's like, yeah, home is on fire. It's like, why do you act so calm? It's like, that's just the way it is now. And it's like, what? How do we
Yeah.
escalate to this point in the few hours I was gone?
Yeah. It's very much like 28 Days Later, where Cillian Murphy wakes up at the beginning. Cillian Murphy, whatever. He wakes up at the beginning, and then everybody's gone. That's exactly what it's like.
Or that one movie, the comedy, not Hot Fuzz, but the same people who made it.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead?
Yes. It's kind of like that, He woke up one day, it's like he's trying to act normal, and then just everyone was a zombie, apparently.
Don't leave the door open, for sure.
So are you streaming more now?
Yeah, actually, I was telling Jess about this morning. I was streaming more, I think, before the entire quarantine happened. But now that Gavin is home all the time, I'm like hanging out with Gavin a lot. Just like he's never home, so he's home all the time now. So we've been doing like little activities and hanging out together. And I think it's definitely, my streaming has taken a hit.
My housemate were saying that he was using a Phantom to do stream for one of them.
Yeah, it's funny. People were really shitty about it. They were like, "Oh, it's being such a jackass using the Phantom," but it was actually it's like A, it's a camera he already owns, and B, it was actually the easiest way because he doesn't have streaming equipment. It was just a camera he already has.
I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah, I don't think he's using it anymore. But
it's hilarious as a concept.
Yeah, it was really funny, but people were just like very uppity about it, which is so weird.
Like, same for me too. Like, I'm using a very high-end DSLR for my stream right now, so that's why it's so clear. But it's because like that's the extra camera that I have. I'm not gonna buy another camera that is less, that's worse than what I have, but also spend money to buy a camera so I can, connect it for a stream. Like that's just
it's funny actually. This is not my stream cam. I had to set up just one of my webcams for this because. Basically because of the way I have my stupid two-computer setup.
Yep, I know.
But I use a DSLR because we have for my actual stream because that's what we have. And it's like, oh, well, that's such a pain in the ass. And it's like, but we already had, like, what? I'm supposed to buy something else? Like,
same for all my lighting equipment, like, I'm not going to buy more equipment just so that I can make it shittier.
Yeah, exactly.
But U2, I always talk about U2 a lot. It's like... And I don't say it like how internet says, like, relationship goal, that kind of thing. But I do like, talk about you guys a lot. Like, no, I'm not talking shit, but like good things. Because like you guys are both like crazy content creators, and you both like, spend lots of time doing stuff outside of home. And you guys, as you said, like rarely see each other until recently because there's like traveling. I mean, I bet there were some months that I've seen you more than you have seen Gavin because it was working for so much. Yeah. But then that means like when you guys are together, it's even more precious, those moments.
It's like when we're together, it's more like I was saying with this quarantine, right? Like there's so many things I want to do, like stream. I'm like, oh my God, I love streaming. It's so much fun. But Gavin's here. So like, it's almost like, like I have to like drop everything. And it's not that like he wouldn't be supportive. We're both so supportive of one another's content creation. But it's just like, oh my God, I never get this chance. So like, let's do this puzzle I got 3 years ago that we never did. Like, this is my chance to do all the activities that I've bought over the years. For sure.
So yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's like super cute. And it's hard to understand too, because it's hard to find people who understand what we do.
100%. I've definitely been in relationships on both sides where either he didn't understand what I did or I didn't understand what he did. And you just have to have that. There's just so many things that come with it. That
and yeah, like it's neither person's fault exactly. It's more like that's the mismatch that doesn't happen. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it's just it either works or it doesn't. Exactly. Where like I completely understand that there are people out there who cannot be like without seeing each other. They can't go like a day without seeing each other. But that's just not how we are. And it's good because both of us are like that. If one of us was like that and the other one wasn't, that would be really hard. That would be impossible. But it works for us for sure.
So, I mean, it's a rare case. That's why like content creators, a lot of them is like, are they supposed to also date content creators? Or like they have to be at least find someone who understands it or something? Because like, for me, same thing, right? Anytime I could be like, you have a date night or something, but then suddenly like, sorry, honey, work call. We feel like we're on call all the time, and suddenly like, hey, this thing's happening. I need to go fly to Europe right now for this because they just invited me, and then it's work.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's been happening a lot.
Yeah, that can happen at any time, and it
Mhm.
can be things that you have had in the works for forever that,
Mhm.
like, oh, you have this trip planned or whatever, and it's just like, well, it took Gavin and I think 3 years to get to Japan together
Mhm.
after having, like, made concrete plans to go.
I was surprised. I was like, oh, they're both
Because
traveling on
I
vacation
know.
together.
Oh my god, I could not believe, like, till we got on the plane, I could not believe that we were both gonna make it there together because it's just so many things happen.
Because
And
almost every time I see you, I'll be like, oh yeah, how's Gavin? And it's like, you'll be like, I think he's in England right now. Like you're not even
I
completely
don't
sure.
even know because because like, oh, he's here, then he's there, then he's over here, then he's doing this, and it's just he does a lot. And
Both
so
do a lot.
yeah, we both do a lot. So it's really, really crazy when we actually get to travel together. I think Jess can probably attest to this, that I was like, I was like, y'all do what y'all want to do. Gavin and I might be there. We might not be there. Don't plan anything because we might not be there. And like, I was just so excited when we finally got there. I was like, we're in the same place. Us.
That's vacation.
I know. Oh my God. We're doing it. Can't believe it. Yeah. I think that the thing too is like, you asked like, should you only date content creators? It's so hit or miss, right? Because it's sometimes like it's not easy, even though we're both really supportive of one another and understanding of what we do. It's still really hard. Like when he was filming, he filmed in LA for his first season of the Super Slow Show. And he was gone for like a full month. And I got to see him once for like awake hours for like 6 hours. And that's just like what you get. That's just how it is. So it's not easy. So, and if you're not going to be able to deal with that, I wouldn't recommend it for sure.
And I think that's the problem. Like I feel like I don't want to date a content creator, but then it'll be weird because like there's might be also weird kind of feel between like, oh, I'm doing this, but then one's more successful than the other, then it could be weird.
Yeah, it can be really weird for sure. Like, which one does one of us want to go with the other one? Like, who's missing out on what opportunity? For sure, I can totally. And I've definitely seen other couples where there's a resentment, right? Like, both people are trying to make it. One person becomes pretty successful, and the other person feels like jealous of that success. Yeah,
and let's say they both have an events going on, and like who want to be the plus one and dish their own events for that.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be known to as like just the girlfriend or the boyfriend, you know?
Absolutely. I think the thing too is it's hard not to be it's hard to phrase, but it's almost like if you look at like Jess and Ryan, right? Like Jess and Ryan do all their events together. Ryan's always there to like help Jess with everything. He's at the booth and they've become like kind of a duo that's recognized together. But even before that, Ryan was there to help Jess with everything. And I, if you remember, Martin, was there with my mom. Like, it wasn't Gavin. It was my mom because Gavin can't
I have met your mom more than Gavin.
Yeah, exactly. Because Gavin couldn't be there to do those events because it becomes work for him. Like, it then is also work for him. So, yeah, he helped me with, I think he helped me with one event. He worked my booth, and it was at a Comic-Con in Germany.
Did he hate
it? No, it wasn't actually. It was really chill. It was like a first year con in Germany, so it was like really like low key. But yeah, I just like you see when he comes to visit me at like RTX or whatever, it just like explodes, and you're like, run, like run away, like go save yourself. So yeah,
exactly. It's kind of like a zombie situation. I know. Let's go.
Go. It's too late for me. Yeah, I think sometimes it gets hard when you're both content creators, especially like Gavin is more popular than I am for sure. So it's hard not to be like, guess I'll work with my mom again. Like that sucks sometimes, but it's just the reality of it.
Speaking of more popular than one person, when we were in Japan, I was surprised I got recognized.
I know! You and Ryan.
And Ryan,
Remember Ryan got recognized in the elevator to go to the cat cafe, and then you and I were in like a lingerie shop, and you got recognized. And I was fucking chopped liver. No one gave a shit about me. It was fucking bullshit.
The elevator guy was funny too. He was like,
He was like vibrating, like he was so excited to
he
meet
was like talking to his
Ryan.
friends. He's like, I think that's Ryan. And then we're like, should we just do you want a photo? Like, is that easier?
Yeah. And he was going to like the Hedgehog Cafe, like on another floor. He was just like so excited, and no one gave a shit. I loved it. I love now when I go somewhere and like nobody, like I skate under the radar, or like when people recognize Gavin and then they're like, yeah, oh shit, Meg. Like they didn't, like they're looking at me, and
But
then
they don't
they're
recognize
like,
it.
yeah, and then they're like, oh shit,
yeah.
you. I'm like, fuck yeah. Those. Love it.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Truly enjoy it.
I was again. It was in Japan, so it's a big
Yeah.
country.
And the girl who recognized you was like this tall, gorgeous woman, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Hi, excuse me," and I was like, "Hey," and she's like, "Are you Martin Wong?" It's
like,
just like,
what?
"Damn, Martin, get it!"
And she's not even from like living or like whatever in Japan. She's
No.
teaching English in Korea. She just came
Yeah,
here for like
it's
travel.
nutty.
It's like, what? So I was like, huh, okay. I wonder who that was now. Like, I wish I can find them again. So if they're watching, hopefully they're like, hey,
Hello.
say hi, please, so I can like
Yes.
remember better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that, again, so I don't know. Dating is tough. Now it's even worse now with this whole coronavirus going on.
I cannot imagine. Honestly, I would be going stir crazy. Maybe I see that's the thing. Me and Reina were actually talking about this. I think Reina was saying that this has really made her realize what an extrovert she is and how much she needs people. And you were saying the same thing. You're like,
I'm
an
a super
extrovert,
extrovert.
just like,
yeah.
just like busting at the seams. I feel like for me, this has taught me I'm truly an introvert. Like I'm perfectly fine at home. I'm like, I am good. This is fine for me. I'm good. Thank you.
Like I would even sometimes like I'm just gonna go get drive-through so I can like see a human being.
Just
like
see a human and talk to them.
I share this.
You know what? I feel it. I feel for you, truly.
And I know here's the thing, like Sam for introvert, like I normally as an extrovert, I have it good, you know, like in normal times. Like I have it good. I enjoy it and I appreciate and I understand it. Like I have it good normally. I can go to parties and the world kind of work with extroverts like socializing kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Because we're a social creature. So I understand right now it's not the best, but like you know it's fine. I'll take a little break. Like I get it, you know. I'm in a social environment I'm not comfortable with, which is by myself. Like it's so bad that I talked about this like last stream as well, I think, or like field stream earlier. But this is gonna sound very sad, but I sometimes I oversleep because I can dream when I oversleep, and when I my dream, I get to see my friends. I have inside jokes with some of my friends, but they will never get it because they were dream friends and not friends.
Your dream was a lot cooler.
Yeah, you were so cool. We were on a mission together. What
we
happened?
had fucking secret handshakes. What the hell?
Yeah. Do you remember Prox? Remember? We had a great time. You changed.
That is so funny, dude. Yeah, I am like, the thing I will tell you as an introvert that sucks about quarantine is there's no reason to dodge a text at this point. You got no excuse. So I gotta be texting people back, which I hate. Like I'm just so bad.
I'm busy right now on a flight.
Yeah, whoops. I was well fuck, I was home. You know exactly what I was doing. God damn it.
It's like I love that one joke that I saw. It was like it's like the girlfriend boyfriend kind of like a meme format. It's like the girl's like, come over. It's like I can't, I'm in quarantine. And she's like, my parents not home. And he's like, where are they? They should be home.
Yeah, they should be. Exactly. What the fuck?
Yeah. So that's why I haven't visited my parents either, because I'm worried because again I'm high in immunity, so it's high chance I already got it and might be like on me or something. But if I see them, yeah, I don't know how it works. Like you can linger on something, you know. But like if I see them, like I might get them sick. So
yeah, I haven't seen my mom. She has dropped things off, but we've kept like huge distances. And it's hard. It's really sad, honestly. To like shout down a driveway, like "Love you, thank you for the flower."
It's strange, yeah.
But I would much rather that than getting, you know, having the chance of getting her sick for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's a strange time. It's kind of like. Sorry, it's kind of like Star Trek, you know. And in Star Trek, it still does some glass. You can be like, "Hi, like, I'm
hey,"
you know?
like on the other side. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but this is even further. It's a weird
Yeah.
time. It's something
It's
that
a
we
really
will
weird
tell
time.
the next generation. Like it's like
It's
how
weird to think about in that context, right? Like, to think
yeah.
about, like, I've talked to Gavin about this a lot where I'm like, think about, like, just being in a restaurant. Like, when you're in the restaurant, you're gonna think about, like, "Remember when we couldn't do this?" Like, that's gonna be a thing
Yeah.
to say each other
For a
to each other
while.
all the time. We're gonna be like, "Do you remember when we, like, couldn't do this? Like, remember when we
Mhm.
couldn't go to the movies? Remember that? Remember we couldn't do that?" That's so weird that we spent, like, months now not being able to do that.
It feels longer than that too, even though it's only been like a month and a half or 2.
Yeah, and I also Martin, it's the Rona. Bless
Oh,
you.
no.
Take care. I also feel like I wonder when the suspicion will fade. I'm gonna sound crazy, but
Mhm.
I feel like when I go, like, even, like, on a walk or whatever, you, like, see someone else and you're like, "Stay the fuck you stay back. I don't know you. I don't know where you've been. Where's your mask?" Like, there's, like, an instant suspicion. Are you the one who's gonna give me the Rona?
Did you
When
see
will
that
that go
joke?
away?
It was like, even when this all over, I still want some of you stay 6 feet away from me
Yeah,
at all
exactly.
times.
I would love that. Can we keep that? Can we keep the 6 feet?
Like, yeah. So it's, again, it's gonna be strange. It's like 9/11. For some people, it was only a history book thing.
Yeah, there's people who weren't even alive. There are
Yeah.
people who are
How many
enlisted
years has
in
it
the
been?
armed forces
Since
since 2001.
2001.
Yeah, it's been
So
19 years.
and fully
Well, it's coming up
adult.
on 19 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they already
People who
graduated
are
high school.
like, who could enlist to go fight in the Middle East now
Yeah.
weren't alive when the event that, like, catalyst that
Yep,
got us
the
in there.
domino
Yeah,
effects. Yeah.
that's fucking weird.
Oh man. And we watch it like live
Yeah,
when it
it
happened.
happened live for us, and
It
it
was so
wasn't even
strange.
like I was 1, you know what I mean? Like, I was in
Yeah.
high school. Like,
Yeah. It was
fuck,
strange.
dude.
Like I just got to America, and then it was really confusing because it was just I was in school and they played in every single classroom. Place and
Yeah.
like they have it live.
Yeah, like, the continuing like, ongoing coverage.
Which is strange because I was like, shouldn't this something you don't tell your kid instantly before the teacher know how to teach, like understand how to describe it to
Yeah, but we
students?
don't live in that world anymore where you can take information and sit on it and decide how you wanna present it. It's just not the world we live in
Right.
anymore. It's just instant information for sure. So, DJ Mikey said I was only 2. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. I can't believe that. Yeah, I was, in high school, like I said, and it was something that was just, like, kind of you're watching unfold.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, documentaries, I haven't seen this documentary, but, there was actually a film crew that
Uh-huh.
was following, have you heard of this? They were following the firefighters.
No, wait.
So there's a
No.
film crew, it's the only footage of the first plane hitting the first tower is,
Uh-huh.
a documentary film crew was following
Oh,
these
yes, yes, yes. I heard
firefighters,
about it, but I don't
and
know
they,
about the
like,
documentary.
happened to catch it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's apparently, like, there's, like, a whole documentary about how they started out this day trying to just, like, it was, like, a news piece or something, like, some sort of, like, easy fluff piece that just
Mhm.
became this, like, huge drama. Apparently, it's very good. It's one of those that I've, like, always meant to watch, but, haven't
Wait,
actually gotten around to watching
right.
it, but
Interesting. I wonder if those firefighters were also responding to that, so it's instantly become like, oh, it's still part
oh,
of the
no,
documentary.
absolutely. You drop
Yeah.
what you're doing. They were just doing some routine something and then
Mhm.
immediately dropped what they were doing to obviously, like, respond to the emergency, but
I feel like
it's
even if they
fucking
were
crazy.
not firefighters, it'd be like, let's say they're, post officer or whatever. Like, it's just like, hey, I know this documentary was about you, but that, so like, can
I
I like,
gotta just
I
the
gotta
documentary
go.
crew, I
Like this is
gotta
great and all. Like, let's just do ring check. Yeah, yeah.
your meter maid, that's what you are? I'm sorry, meter maid? Gonna go ahead and see what's going on over
Yeah.
here. Thank you. Yeah, that's so fucking nutty. Like, it's so nutty the things that just happen, like the one-off chance that someone happened to be in a position where they could swing a camera around and catch something that's history. Like, that's so nutty to me.
It just seem unreal. Like you would not think like
Yeah.
something like this would actually happen. Movies, sure, but
Yeah.
also it's also unreal how it took that long to happen. Like,
Yeah, I
because our
mean,
security, stand for like our security at conventions, and I talk about this all the time too.
oof.
Especially this is like hitting like close to home for you,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's just I think everyone has had the conversation conventions and is there security? Is there actual security?
Uh-huh.
And how effective is it, and what can you prevent or not prevent? And it's
Are you
honestly
more
one of
worried
those
now?
that you just like. Am I more worried now?
Yeah.
I have security with me now. So, and I don't do events anymore. I do RTX and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, unfortunately I do have security with me at all times. And that's just
Yeah.
the reality of the situation.
Like,
That's
I
just
know.
what it is.
I'm still going to conventions and events, and some of them are still really relaxed,
And
aka
that's the thing
unsafe.
too, is like there are conventions where they try to be really good about security, but then then the lines are too long and people are getting mad. So then they just let a couple people through, and then they aren't checking bags very closely, and then you might as well not have security. Like it's just
And I talked to Alana
all or
about this
nothing.
yesterday too. If someone were out to get you on purpose, they will find a way. We're very dedicated to one thing.
Yeah, but there's like I hate that mentality, right? The like, well, if someone wants to get to you, they'll get to you. Sure, but we
Oh, it's
should
not.
still
Definitely. I'm not saying that we should not be
do
like
all
more
of the other
careful. It
shit.
it will
Yeah.
definitely deter people, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's just that it sucks. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're
Thank
still
you.
alive. Like,
Me
and
too.
dude, remember like after that happened, and then we were at a shoot, and then you got robbed,
Remember when I got robbed?
and then you were like, "It's cool." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, dude. We got okay. So for those of you who are watching, who have no fucking clue what we're talking about, we're at Santa Monica Pier, and my fucking backpack was touching your
Yeah, it was
foot.
touching my
It was
feet.
like
Yeah,
my purse was resting against your foot, and someone swiped it with like
So
my phone,
fast.
my credit cards, my driver's license. I think it was there were people around us who had like a big backpack. I think it was probably them, and they just like put it in the backpack. But I got robbed mid-shoot, and we noticed within like 30 seconds. Like
Yep.
it was like right away that you and I both noticed like
It
where's
was
my bag.
me. It was right next to my feet. Like of course, like I want to be safe. And I was like, cool. I took a shot. This looked great. I come up to you to show you the photo.
Oh my
and then
god,
we
your
looked up
audio is
for
going absolutely nuts.
Is it Discord going crazy?
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, it was literally. I took a photo of you. It looks great. And then the person is still touching my feet, and like, oh, this looks great. Let me come over to show you. You look at the photo. We both look at it. It's like, oh, this is pretty good. We look up. The bag was gone.
Yeah, it was super crazy. It was just
and then
like,
they turned off the phone too, so they did everything.
Yeah.
So it's a pro. Yeah.
I got like Ocean's 11. Like it was like they were a pro operation for sure. And they turned off the location services because we were like 20. You came right out when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down the beach. Like I like walked down the pier, and then you were like, put in your thing, like find your phone.
Take my phone, use it, and then find it. Yeah.
Yeah, and guess
they were
what?
gone.
It was already off. Like it was so crazy. And then what happened? We were both just like, "Oh, is the stream gone? The stream's dead."
Well, what? Is
Yeah,
my
it's dead.
internet died? Let me check.
Okay.
Oh, that is strange because we are.
Oh, are we back now?
I don't know. Like I know what you mean because I'm looking at my background. Oh, it's back.
It's back.
Okay, dude, internet's been bad. Yeah.
That's okay. That's what happens when we talk about me getting robbed at the pier. They're back. They know we're talking about.
They try not to expose them. Yeah. Like I wonder if they have like a Faraday cage too. Might be even faster. Like the whole backpack is lined with like aluminum foil or something.
Yeah, it was super nutty. But the whole point of that was that it happened, and you were like, here, see if we can find your phone. We couldn't find my phone. And then we just went, like, I used your phone. I like canceled all my cards, got a new phone. We did the Wonder Woman shoot. We like went straight to the Wonder Woman shoot. Yeah, I was like, you were like, are you okay? And I was like, dude, I'm alive. I don't give a shit. They can have my fucking purse. Like, I don't give a fuck. I was not, like, it sucks, obviously, but I was like, not bothered.
Like, I feel like your life perspective changed a lot from.
Oh my god, 100%. 100%. How could it not?
Oh man.
How could it not?
Yeah, like no, I mean we joke about this too. I wish it could be something that we set up so we can go back to Santa Monica and find that person like you're hired now.
Yeah, like
okay,
you're
Ocean 11,
in.
like you're in. It's like not bad. Like stop them at a corner. It's like not bad. That was good.
Yeah, that was actually really good. It turns out that like maybe this isn't worth. I'm not supposed to share this, but they like tried to use my shit to like check into a hotel, and the person who was at the front desk obviously knew they weren't me because they were a fan, so they called the cops. Like, thanks.
Oh wow,
whoever that fan was, shout out, bro. Thank you. Yeah, they were like, you're fucking not. Like, I know this bitch. It's not you. So was pretty cool.
Like I know she was good at cosplay, but not this good.
Yeah. So like that's when it comes in handy, right? Like the
That happened to
fraudster has been caught.
Danielle as well too. Danielle Di Nicola.
Really?
We were in Vegas and we were playing not blackjacks, I think maybe craps, but like we were playing and then it was on her foot, but then somebody distracted her or something and someone just took it.
That sucks.
But I helped her found it. I ran.
Oh, she found it.
Yeah, I ran to like different hotel casino as well. To the point that the security was kind of worried. Like I was running really fast because I run really fast.
Yeah.
And then they tried to kind of tell me don't run, but then I was gone by the time they tried to talk to me every single time I run by. And then they have to tell my friends like, can you tell him to stop running so fast? It's worrying us.
Can you fucking tell that guy to calm down?
But yeah, we were able to like go to different casino and again track the location, and we did end up getting it back.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think did she lose the cash? She might have lost cash, but she won from gambling.
Oh, nice.
So technically she didn't lose much, only maybe like $100 or $200 cash or something.
Yeah,
that's it.
Dude, that was the thing that was crazy is when they swiped my purse, I was like, I had to fly without an ID.
Yeah,
and that sucked. Like,
and this is not like right after 9/11, so yeah.
I know. I had to be there. I had to, and I had my Wonder Woman sword and my shield, like, and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm not, and I have no ID. Please let me take this.
Someone is asking this question. Great. I actually want to know too. You're working on a book right now, right?
I am. It's we shot it in September of last year, and not sure when it comes out now. Especially now, everything's like closed. Can't even like discuss paper prices or anything. But yeah, it'll be out soon. Really excited.
People able to pre-order yet, or
no pre-order until I have a release date. Yeah, I could do pre-orders now, but I want to
But it's kind of scary, right? You don't know the price, you don't know the time,
the price, the release date, or any of that stuff, and
people are gonna get mad.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's always one person.
People now are like, why can't I just pre-order? And it's like, because you'll get angry, because you'll get pissed off when it's not here in a month. I'm not taking your
money. You should be happy that I'm like, taking your money and put it somewhere.
Exactly. We picked the cover though, so that was exciting. And Wes Ellis is doing the whole layout. He shot it as well, so he's getting to like lay it all out, and it'll be really cool. It's a very like
I'm excited
retro vibe. It's all like 60s
his
and
retro
70s
vibe is amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. It was so much fun. So shooting it was like a whirlwind. It was nutty.
Like a lot of his
really
stuff,
cool.
I feel like it's also underappreciated. Me as a photographer, I know how much work and time has to put in those type of shoots.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be super thrilled to hear that for sure. Because it's just a lot of stuff. I think a lot of stuff he has to do as well is like, we talk about this a lot, you and I, where it's just, you need like 20 images. And it's like, right, but I just want to work on this one really cool, you know what I mean? Like this quantity over quality sort of thing. I think that's draining for photographers.
It is. And especially we're in Instagram culture. So then people might, again, they don't care as much, and also you can't really see the quality in it. Like that's why, like for my Instagram, you see the swiping thing, right? At least you can zoom in kind of closer to see more. But overall, it's like I really would want to have myself printed like a giant like print, and I feel like that's how I want it to be appreciated. But unfortunately, we're not really at that stage right now.
Yeah, that's not what people are making right now.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you're working on?
No, pretty much just the book, stream, regular shoots that are coming out all the time on Patreon, OnlyFans, that kind of stuff.
Great. Where can people find you?
They can find me pretty much everywhere with the username Meg Turney. So thanks.
I am surprised you have gotten that that username everywhere. Have people
I could not believe I got it on OnlyFans. Yeah, I thought because I was so late on the OnlyFans train, I was like, there's no way that I'll get it. And I did. The Twitch I had to get from someone. Like thankfully it was a fan who was just like, I guess they signed up to like make a joke in someone else's chat. And this was years and years and years ago. But anyway, they just handed over the account. It was very kind.
That's nice. Like lots of friends I know could not get it, and then they even asked me to like, yes, I might know someone, but it's not something that is easy to change because you can't just like, oh, you have this, it's mine now, like
Yeah, it's really hard. And then you have to add things, oh Jessica Negri or Fuya, like something to like set you off.
Oh, yeah. Before you go, I have another question because that's kind of came to my mind. now you're doing more OnlyFans stuff too, but also in Patreon, but everything in general. How do you deal with like people stealing content or like those websites from like different countries? Those are messy. It sucks. It's weird because I have to like there are a few times that I have to illegally download my own content to see if it's really my photo, which is really strange. Like I'm pirating myself. Like,
pirating my own stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, OnlyFans is cool because they have a DMCA service, which is cool. But when you think about things in terms of like the book, right? Like huge worry because obviously people are going to try and upload it. Unfortunately, it seems like the avenue that I've been recommended to take, which I haven't done anything yet, but at this point it's looking like retaining a law firm is probably the best idea. There are like law firms that specialize in finding your content and cease and desisting and pursuing it further if they need to, which sucks. I wish I didn't have to do this shit. Like I don't want to spend any of my time dealing with this shit or my money.
But this is why we can't have nice things.
Can't be cool. Yeah, exactly. Dude, before I started my Patreon, I tried to be like, hey, let's all be cool and all be cool. And then immediately y'all weren't cool. So now I'm not cool.
Yep. I remember. Like, this is always the thing. Like, I tell people too, is like, girls would do a lot more and even like sexier outfits or whatever. Or even in general, like wearing like nicer clothing if you're not being like weird and creepy and like about it. It's like, that is why we can have nice things.
If my shit didn't get pirated immediately, I would do a lot more risque stuff. But it gets leaked immediately. So it's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it sucks.
Another favorite story I have with me and you is the arm bending thing. Both you and Jess have that.
Yeah, the hyperextending elbows.
Yeah,
I just did a shoot for G Fuel yesterday. That's Jill Valentine for their Resident Evil cans. And in one of the photos that I was like taking for them, I had like my arms like straight out with a gun, and I had to be like,
I'm bent a little bit.
Stop.
I just love the comments though, and you helped me on that one too, because like people was like, "Oh, Marty won't fuck up her arms." Like, no, I did not. I unfuck her arm every time. I just did not do it for that one photo.
Yeah, exactly. Or people will be like, my favorite is whenever. Oh, the other day this happened to me. I posted an Instagram photo from Japan that Jono did, and it's like it's like side boob, and there's like a wrinkle in my side boob, and they're like, good thing now we know those are fake. And it's like, if they were fake, they wouldn't wrinkle, you dense fuck. Like, god damn it, that's what real boobies do. Real boobies, they fucking sag a little bit, yo, and that's exactly what you're seeing, you fuck. Like, it makes me so mad when people do that shit, and you're like, son of a bitch.
I have so much like conflict with Timmy sometimes. Like, do I shop it so it look real, even though it was real, but I have to shop it to be like, that's what people think is real.
Yeah,
it happens so often.
It's so annoying. Or they'll be like, God, this one's shop to fuck, and I'm like, it's not.
Yeah,
it's literally not. It's not. Like, why work hard to look good if they're just gonna tell you you're shop to fuck? Fuck, makes me so mad. It gets under my skin so much.
It happens so often.
It's the confidence with which people come up with absolute bullshit. Like, they're so confident and they're so wrong. Oh, it annoys me.
This picture is horrible. Martin did a horrible job. He didn't even shoot it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that shit too.
He sucked anyway.
Yeah, we can tell. Or my favorite, Martin definitely talked about this, is when like I release a photo that you took and they're like, you could tell Gav shot this because it's like perfect. Gavin always nails it. And then I'm like, actually, it's Martin Wong. And they're like, yeah, fucking hated it anyway. Fucking hated it. It's like, you bitches.
Like instantly, like, yeah, no, I hated it. Like,
yeah, no, I hated it. I can tell now. I hated it.
Yeah, because that one was like, he didn't shoot that one. Oh well, he sucks anyway. Whatever.
Yeah, he sucks. So annoying.
I mean, I'm glad they have confidence. I guess no, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not glad they have confidence.
No.
Oh, Jessica in the chat pointing out my saltiness.
You should hang out with us sometimes. We can do this together too. I was actually thinking about doing like an episode where I have like multiple friends on the stream.
Yeah, it might be hard with like talking over each other, but yeah.
A little bit. But if people can do Zoom calls with different people, it might be a little bit messy. But again, it's more of a hangout situation.
Yeah.
Again, this is what this is anyway. I just want to hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jess, I'll help you with your layout and stuff and stream stuff. So let's do things.
Do it.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. I had a great time with you guys in the comments. I know we all reading it. We just we got involved in stories sometimes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. You can watch this, of course, on Twitch, on YouTube. Listen to it on Spotify, iTunes. I also have some bonus content on Patreon from this show as well. So yeah, feel free to sign up. But yeah, until then, thanks for support, thanks for follow, thanks for the sub and everything. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.